My goodness, you are going to be facing such a dilemma, my gorgeous Gemini, indeed. And this dilemma that you're actually going to be facing, it's going to be like pretty much so evident on the 16th of December 2022. So when it comes to the actual numerology, your number is also number 16, which means that on one hand, on this particular day, you are going to be facing this dilemma, but on another hand, you're also going to have a really unusual sign, a really bizarre sign at around the same time on the same day. So at the time when you're facing this huge dilemma, you are going to have a really unusual sign, like really bizarre sign. So what is this bizarre sign going to do? Well, you will know exactly what to do. That dilemma, it's not going to be dilemma anymore. It's going to become absolutely obvious. What do you need to do, my gorgeous Geminini, at this stage in your life? This is going to be remarkable because you are going to surprise yourself the way you are going to feel, but this is purely because you're going to change your mind about something. And what are you going to change your mind about? You will realize that that particular thing was holding you down. So it's all about like a kind of different perspective, but at the same time you are going to find out something so wonderful and so amazing about yourself, which is going to become the beginning of a very important direction in your life. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Geminini, and it's for December 2022. So of course, when it comes to the actual numerology, as I said, it's number 16. This is brilliant. This is so important. I want to say something to you. This month you are going to have a news. This information and news and message that you are going to have, it's going to make you feel instantly ecstatic. Why? Because this information, it's going to make you aware of some kind of success. It's like, oh my God, it's to do with a success, it's to do with an accomplishment, but it's also to do with the part of your life that means to you so much, that on one hand you've been working on so intensely, but on another hand you were worried just as much because something was like very slow, and it hasn't been happening. So the bottom line is, my gorgeous Geminini, that you are going to have such an important message this month, and this is it instantly. It's going to elevate you. It's going to raise your vibration because it's to do with the success, but it's to do with the part of your life that means to you so much. You are gonna feel so happy, so optimistic. There is such a big weight off your shoulder that is gonna be, bye darling, do you know what I mean? It's gonna be gone, see you later. Do you know, but on another hand, you are gonna feel instantly like you want to celebrate. You want to celebrate because at the same time this is going to be connected to a very important conclusion, you know, and this in itself is going to make you feel like you want to celebrate, you want to connect and reconnect with the people. There is so much inspiration that you're going to have at this moment in time, and it's not only inspiration, you're also going to start feeling like kind of artistic at the same time. There is so much that is going to be on your mind after that moment in time. So as soon as you become aware of this information and message, trust me, my gorgeous Geminini, you will know what this is actually going to be. But exactly 7 days after that moment in time, you really need to pay attention to the actual ideas and realizations that you are going to have, because there are certain ideas that you're going to have that are never going to come to you ever again. The reason why is because it's coming with this specific vibration as a karmic reward for everything that you have been through so far. Emotionally, you have been through lots of problems, like especially when it comes to maybe certain people in your life. So emotionally, this was kind of draining you. So you are going to feel this on an even kind of higher level as well. And also, even most importantly, when you become aware of that accomplishment, when you become aware of that success, You're also gonna become aware of something so important, especially when it comes to you now knowing, now it's time, now you're ready. What are you ready for? Now it's time to transform your ideas and goals into reality. And it's a lot to do with your skills, and it's also a lot to do with you being so confident about your power, and you knowing and understanding that you've got absolutely everything you possibly need now at this stage in your life. You have been waiting for this success, and this is something that you've been waiting for. So now this is bringing you the realization that, especially in between the 11th and the 27th of December, in between the 11th and the 27th of December especially, this is going to be the time when you will know, which goals do you need to and you can transform into reality. But at the same time, it's all about you knowing which part of your life you actually made the progress over the last 3 months in particular. It's all leading towards this momentum in life. So it's about you expanding your life, expansion, but at the same time, looking forward to things that are about to come to you. And at the same time, you need to understand to stay committed to this. This is very, very important indeed. Let me show you now, by you staying committed to this plan, my gorgeous Gemini, look at this. By you staying committed to this plan, my gorgeous Gemini, let's see what the Cardini is going to be telling us. By you staying committed to this plan, it's oh my lordy lord. You see this? You need to understand to be patient. Also, it's going to take some time, but you also need to understand that there are specific signs and messages that are going to be super powerful as well in terms of the actual synchronicity, because you need to pay attention to a lot is going to be answered to you as well, in terms of the actual timing. Somehow you're going to be able to kind of understand things on a completely different level. So you need to be patient. This is to do with a very wise choice indeed, but at the same time, it's going to lead, baby, towards the life of luxury, or towards the life where you're going to be able to, within the next 10 months, already you will be able to see the great deal of success coming out of it in form of the actual manifestation. But you're also going to be able to afford to buy and get, certain things that you may not be able to get now. For example, so you're just going to step up in terms of finances, wherever your finances are, whatever you do. I'm not saying that you don't have money or anything like that, but you will see exactly what I mean, because this signifies the actual life of luxury. So it means that, you will be able to kind of do things that you're not able to do now, for example. So this is why this is so important. And also, my gorgeous Gemini, what else I was going to say, there is a very powerful male person at around mid-December that is really going to motivate you. This person is going to open your eyes, but this person is not going to tell you anything. This person is not going to talk to you, but this person is going to inspire you. An older male, a very powerful person indeed, somebody who is very courageous, somebody who is a leader, somebody who was a leader all their life, and somebody who is very a stubborn sometimes, but rather successful, someone who lots of people don't understand, but you kind of like that difference about them, because you like this quirkiness about them. This is someone, an older male powerful person who is very, very passionate about certain things in life, and this is why they're so successful. And even if this male person is not older when it comes to their age, maybe it's somebody younger, but somebody with an extremely old and wise spirit, because sometimes people can be 21, 22, 23, but they can just give this energy and vibration of someone so much older. This is due to their wiseness and due to their spirit being so wise. So perhaps maybe it could be somebody like along those lines, maybe someone younger, but then again extremely wise. However, at around the mid of December, this person is really kind of going to inspire you. That person is going to do something, that person is going to say something, and you're going to become aware of this, and that is just going to kind of provide you with a little bit of information that you needed. And in terms of energy, this is going to change everything. So you're going to see something from that person, through that person, which is going to inspire you, and you will want to kind of live your life in such a way, but you're also going to realize through that person certain aspects of your life like really came to an end, and maybe you should do something about it. You will want to move on. So through that person you're going to realize something about yourself and about your life. An inspiration, an important inspiration. So you will kind of like really be inspired in such a way where you're going to be honest with yourself and realize how specific aspects of your life came to an end, but these aspects have been getting on your nerves and making you feel really bored like for such a long time. You will find yourself on such a spiritual quest where you will want more out of life, and that's always good. This is your soul speaking, this is your spirit speaking, this is like an ultimate guidance in our spiritual journey. When we are honest with ourselves, the things change in life. What we like, it changes, and some, because we are going through so many different stages. We are growing and we are evolving. So it's important to keep on moving on with life. But what is not that good is when we are ignoring this. So it's all about you understanding at this moment in time you are indeed going to need to come out of your comfort zone, my gorgeous Gemini. It's rather important here whatsoever. So this person is going to open your eyes, and it's going to make you aware of something so specific about your life, and this is going to be really wise, and you will want to move on. And this is absolutely brilliant. You know why? Because what you're going to do, it's going to be ridiculously wise, a wise choice to do, because it's to do with the specific parts of your life that you have been so unhappy for such a long time. But sometimes you see the people are playing really magical roles in our lives. Each single person is playing a different role. Some people are playing a negative role in our lives, some people are playing a positive role in our lives, some people are just passing by. Do you know what I mean? But every single person has got some kind of a role in our lives, which helps us to understand our spiritual journey, because we are able to elevate and see things and situations from a completely different angle. And sometimes that's like a spiritual gold, my gorgeous Gemini, indeed. And also, do you know, when it comes to the actual what else I was going to say, that so this specific person is going to be playing this very, very interesting role in your life, and there is another person here, sorry, that people seem to be like, oh my lord, like the center of attention this month. No, it's good. People are always good. There is another person who is very, very closely connected to you, whether this is your partner, whether this is a great friend, but it's someone who really knows you, and someone who you really get on with as well, someone who understands you and you understand this person. So it's either your maybe a brother, maybe it's your family member, maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your wife, maybe it's your husband, but somebody whom you have a very strong connection with. It's actually, especially in between the 21st of December and the end of that month, that particular person, it's really going to point out something. It's going to be very like significant conversation that you're going to have, and through this conversation that person is going to be really blunt with you, and they will tell you something like, why are you not doing this, why didn't you do this? And first of all, you're going to be like, don't speak to me like that. You're going to be a bit of sensitive. Now first of all, you're going to be like, oh my god, you're almost like as if you're going to be kind of offended, but then again at the same time, that person is just going to be completely honest with you, and first of all you're going to be like, oh my god, offended, but then at the same time you are going to be like, oh my god, it's just going to make sense. It's going to make sense suddenly, because you will feel that this is the right thing. So you ignore this like you may be feeling like a little bit of offended, you know what I mean? Because how direct someone is going to be with you. But sometimes we need a bit of a shaky moment, and sometimes we just need a bit of shake up. And this is what this person is going to do. Almost immediately, you're going to feel this a really powerful determination where your spirit is going to be rising. So you will know that this is the right thing to do, and it's only going to help you to reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your sacred gift, reconnect with something that you are so good at. but you're not doing it. But it's important when it comes to your spiritual journey. So it's to do with a sacred gift. This person is going to remind you of your sacred gift. You need to take it on the next level. This is very important. And that sacred gift of yours, what you also need to understand that at that moment in time, when you kind of start feeling something about it, when that person tells you in a positive way, when I say that you're going to start feeling inspiration, you need to understand that you're already giving a birth to some kind of creation here. This is an important part of your spiritual journey that you have to be really open-minded towards, and you have to really understand that this is going to require from you to kind of learn certain things and find out a bit more, investigate, but more in the times of the actual learning. There is some kind of learning experience that is going to be strongly attached to it, but that's like a little and tiny in compare what this is actually going to bring to you. So I know it sounds crazy, but as soon as one particular person in your life highlights this particular thing about yourself, you need to understand, as soon as you understand this in such a sense of the actual inspiration, something is already starting here, because this is strictly and completely connected to your spiritual and your soul purpose. So whatever happens in your life, you need to bring this element into your life as soon as you possibly can. Your spirit is going to be rising at that moment in time. You're going to feel like how you haven't felt in an absolute ages, and that in itself is going to be a sign that this is something that you need to do, because the clarity is going to come in a sense of like you feeling it and knowing it, that this is something that you need to bring into your life. Very important, my gorgeous Geminini, indeed. And also, when it comes to the actual nutrition, what I highly need to recommend you is the actual, again, a natural vitamin D3, because your bones are going to be a little bit sensitive, but at the same time, you're going to need something for energy, and you're going to need something to boost your immune system. So it will be natural vitamin D3 supplement in combination with the zinc picolinate, which is going to increase your energy levels, but it's also going to be absolutely superb when it comes to boosting your immune system. So here is the natural vitamin D3. Of course, you know by now probably, if you're watching my channel, that I have my own supplements, because it was so difficult to find something of a good quality out there, because it's filled with chemicals. So natural vitamin D3, and this I highly recommend you to take with zinc picolinate, highly absorbable form of zinc. And also I highly recommend you organic chlorella, which is what everybody should be taking, because we've got metals in the air, metals in the ground, metals in the soil, metals in the sky, we've got metals in the actual plants, metals are sadly everywhere. And I'm talking about the very dangerous metals. And organic chlorella is superb, especially when it comes to detoxifying our body from all these metals. And this is something I highly recommend to every single person to take. And apart from that, it's brilliant for your brain and memory. Why? Because it's got omega-3 essential fatty acids in. Our body needs this, okay? But it cannot produce by itself. So you see how important organic chlorella is. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And the link to buy this is going to be in the description below. Or you can simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins, and you will see my page coming up that way as well. So now, my gorgeous Geminini, the very first date that I would like to recommend to you, it's going to be the very 1st of December. On the very 1st of December, something really remarkable is actually going to happen. On the very 1st of December, you are going to have something on your mind, some kind of idea, and you're not going to be able to understand where this is actually going to come from. And this idea that you're going to have on your mind, it's a lot to do with you making maybe more money. Your financial situation will be much better when it comes to this idea, but also at the same time, that idea that you're going to have is strongly connected to looking at the big picture, to how your life is actually going to be, what you ultimately want to achieve in this life, on this spiritual journey. This is all going to be very connected, much deeper than you can possibly imagine. So please do pay attention to what this idea is going to be, because on one hand, your financial situation is going to be much much better with this idea. But on another hand, this is going to really bring you to the part of your life much quicker, much sooner, like how you want your life to be ultimately, because some kind of a dream or really big wish of yours, it's also going to come through this as well. And you know what I'm finding really interesting here? When you have this idea, now you're going to be thinking about that idea, but you're still kind of not going to understand how you're actually going to do this. And pay attention to what is going to happen after that moment in time. The next 7 days are going to be absolutely everything, because within the next 7 days, from the 1st of December, the next 7 days are going to be absolutely mind-blowing, because you are going to become aware of the actual option. And that option that you're going to become aware of, it's going to kind of answer your question, how you're actually going to implement this idea, how you're going to do this. Because to start with, you're going to be like, oh my god, no baby, no, I'm not too sure. But within the next 7 days, you will know, like just out of the blue, and it's going to surprise you. Suddenly you will understand and you will realize there's some kind of option that you didn't realize before, but it was around you all this time. But it doesn't really matter, it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. And that option, it's really going to be the best possible thing for you to actually do in terms of development. You need to understand, only you understanding this opportunity and option, it's coming from somewhere else, somewhere much deeper. You're healing and you're ascending onto the next level of your life. Wherever you are, that this is really going to improve your life in so many different ways indeed. And also, my gorgeous Geminini, I was going to recommend you this absolutely gorgeous ruby fuchsite. Look at this pendant. It's so beautiful. Gorgeous pastel colors. Look, it looks like a little roses, but they're not little roses. It's just so beautiful. And this ruby fuchsite, it's absolutely remarkable when it comes to projecting the certain vibration from us. As soon as you wear this, you are projecting this certain vibration. And what this certain vibration is doing, this the actual vibration of self-love. When we love ourselves, everybody else is going to love us and appreciate us. If we don't love ourselves, we don't like ourselves, then people are not going to appreciate us and people are not going to love us. I'm not saying that you're not loving yourself, but I'm just saying that sometimes our energy can be confusing because it depends what's on our mind. If we are really stressed and negative, then we can project this energy, and then we can kind of confuse the people around us with this energy field that we are kind of creating. And by wearing ruby fuchsite, almost immediately you are kind of paying attention, you are kind of really tempering with this balance in the best possible way, because you are projecting the energy and vibration that you want to project towards those people that you want to be really great around. You want to be really, if you want to impress someone, or if you want to if you want to really, it's just to project a certain energy, and then you get so much back as well. You're projecting the actual energy of love, then at the same time you're getting so much love back as well. This is absolutely brilliant. This gorgeous ruby fuchsite comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. But buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Geminini, you're also supporting my channel as well. I have to say that, so thank you very much. The second the second important date, it's going to be on the 14th of December. Now, the 14th of December, it's like something really unusual. It's actually going to happen. You are going to have such an adventure here. Like, oh my God, the 14th of December is bringing you such a remarkable adventure, literally. And that adventure, there is something that you're going to see. There is something that you're going to be able to connect to. There is something that is going to inspire you like there is no tomorrow. Something is going to open your eyes, something is going to open your mind, something is going to inspire you. This inspiration, it's going to give you so many ideas, but at the same time, this inspiration, it's also going to make you aware of exactly how to protect what's yours. This is what you're going to kind of understand here, how to protect what's yours. But at the same time, what you're also going to understand, that this adventure, it's about to change your life. After this moment in time, you will know, you will become fully aware of the fact that there's so many new people that are about to start coming into your life, that are about to start sharing a spiritual journey with you. And what this adventure, it's also going to make you aware of the importance of people in your life, the significance of different people people in your life, but also the importance of communicating, expressing yourself, and the importance of collaboration. Like, this is what you're gonna understand, and this is gonna help you so much, because you know, when you saw like a steady progress in your life, now you're gonna see as a great achievement. This is so good. Now you're gonna see this is a great achievement, and that in itself, it's also like kind of like gonna make you aware of the certain aspects in your life that you find like a really hard work, and that would like really put you off. But now you will know exactly what to do, what not to do, which plan to stick to and which plan not to stick to. And this is going to put you in just a bit of like a hermit mode, where you're gonna need a little bit more info. You're still kind of gonna be thinking about so many aspects of your life, but then again, once you go into the hermit mode within the next few days after that moment in time, this is also bringing us such an amazing realization, like about some kind of devil in your life, that you are gonna be able to cut off almost immediately while you're doing this. And that little information, that little missing piece of evidence is gonna be absolutely everything at this stage, because this is what you needed in order to like really make such a important decision, or such an important step, you know, I would say, before you make a really, really important step in your life. Okay. And also, my gorgeous Geminini, the other thing that I was going to recommend you would be this beautiful purple moss agate. I mean, look at how gorgeous this is. Probably one of the most powerful pendants in terms of us feeling ridiculously wise. When you wear this gorgeous purple moss agate, you know, almost instantly it raises your vibration, and almost instantly it makes you so wise. It really has the power to unlock your third psychic eye, and you know how powerful this is. And then on another hand, it just makes you extremely wise. It makes you like kind of to open up and to absorb so much more of the wiseness that you wouldn't be able to absorb normally, and remember this and understanding this. And it also helps you to express. So as soon as you start talking, you really surprise yourself with things that you say and things that you come out. So you kind of like learn from yourself. Do you know what I mean? While you're wearing this gorgeous purple moss agate. And that in itself is brilliant, especially when it comes to you dealing with important people. And when you have it dealing with important people, you wear this and you're like, ooh, you come across in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? Not just the energy wise, but what you're saying, what you do, how you act and how you react, you know. If you kind of like if you're working on something really important, this helps you to come out of yourself and be more brave, you know. So this is absolutely brilliant to actually have. This gorgeous pendant comes with a sterling silver chain, and again, the link to buy this is in the description below. You know, by buying from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you. The third important date, my gorgeous Geminini, it's going to be on the 28th of December. On the 28th of December, it's like, oh my God, 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 oh my God. My gorgeous Geminini, the 28th of December, it's like, you know, this is so brilliant here. Like, this message that you're going to have, it's really going to surprise you, because you really thought that, you know, something is just not going to work out for you, like some kind of a project, something that it started to worry you at this stage. The certain part of your life, the certain project, something frozen, literally frozen. Do you know what I mean? Something frozen, literally. It hasn't been moving on. And it started to really affect you when it comes to you worrying about it so much. So you were worrying about this like there is no tomorrow. And this in itself, it's really kind of, to be quite honest with you, this message is going to surprise you, because it's to do with something that you were worrying so much that it came to an end, and then this made you kind of worried, you know. So the message that you're gonna have, it's really going to surprise you, because it's to do with a part of your life that got stuck, and now you will see it's to do with like a really swift change after that moment in time. But it's not only that, this in itself is going to make you aware of exactly on the 28th of December what you need to do. what you have to do, what you must do, because almost immediately this is going to lead one thing from another. As soon as you become aware of this message and an aspect of your life like moving and changing and surprising you, this is where magic is going to happen, because almost immediately you're going to become like so confident about the certain success, so driven. You will know that something is going to be successful and no one is going to be able to change your mind, and you will know exactly what I mean. And this is in itself going to be the moment where you're going to do the best possible thing when it comes to nurturing your life. So it's a lot to do with doing the right thing, but also at the same time when it comes to your finances, and at the same time when it comes to you worrying about financial situation, this is like really going to be super beneficial when it comes to that, because it's going to take those worries away. And also, you know what I really like, just a couple of days after that moment in time, you know, it's like you are going to become aware of some kind of a breaking news, and for some reason this breaking news that you're going to become aware of, they're going to remind you of exactly what happened on the 28th of December in your life. And for some reason you're going to be able to kind of understand that now it's time for you to start up some kind of a project, but it's a lot to do with the new direction, and it's a lot to do with the fresh inspiration that came into your life only within the last 12 months. Indeed, some kind of fresh inspiration. Now you will know it's the right time for you to start this as well. But this is going to feel different. Why? Because it's again connected very strongly to your soul purpose, to your spiritual journey, which means that it's to do with you doing something and loving doing this, like doing something and just enjoying yourself while you're doing something. So it's to do with like a sacred gift, something very unique to you, that it's like just going to be absolutely obvious here that you need to like kind of incorporate this onto your spiritual journey for your ultimate happiness. The more we focus on those things that we feel passionate about, whatever they are, the more successful and the more happy and the more optimistic we are going to be. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm just going to see briefly, where is it? Midnight, no... Again, midnight, no, the sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? She's smiling alone in the lamplight. The withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to moan. Memory, all alone in the moonlight, I can dream of the old days. Life was beautiful then. I remember the time I knew what happiness was. My Gemini, I love you. My gorgeous Gemini, please forgive me. What else I was going to say? So now the very first part of, I'm just going to tell you briefly what is going to happen in the first part of December, mid part of December, and the last part of December. So the first part of December, I want to say to you, my gorgeous Gemini, it's like a basically you are going to clear a lot of emotional confusion by doing things that gives you pleasure, by doing things that make you feel happy. That's what I want to say to you, and I hope you remember. The mid part of December, you know, it's just basically, I'm sorry, it's going to sound a bit dark lallish, but at around the mid part of December, you are going to become aware of someone in your life who hasn't been completely honest with you, of some kind of deception. And that in itself, it's actually not going to surprise you whatsoever. The last part of December, you are going to understand that the change is coming, change is coming. But what you're also going to understand, my gorgeous Gemini, when it comes to the last part of December, that, you know, you also not going to be able to kind of take this change on unless you make an important adjustment. And this important adjustment is going to come in a form of you understanding at this stage of your life what literally came to an end and what you need to sacrifice. So now, my gorgeous Geminini, I'm just going to see briefly what is going to happen in the what is going to happen to those of you in relationship. It's like almost as if, you know, something was left unresolved behind, some kind of argument, some kind of disagreement, and this is going to be keep on coming back and coming back and coming back until you resolve this problem. This is very important indeed. Karmically, you need to work on this. So I do see, my gorgeous Geminini, just a little bit of bickering when it comes to the couples, when it comes to this month. So it's going to be just a tiny little argument at around the 5th of December or at around the 15th of December. But this argument is so important because you both need to be honest with what you want to do. You're going to argue about something that you both have exactly the same opinion of. It doesn't really make sense because the bottom line is that you both want the same thing. So you just kind of need to go gently. This is not a horrible argument or like nothing awful or anything like that. This, my gorgeous Geminini, is just going to be a little bit of a bickering, and then you're going to realize, why are we bickering when we are like just basically want the same thing? And this is going to be about you both wanting to change certain aspects of your life, you wanting to transform your life. And this is so needed because it's like almost like you're going to start an argument and you're going to realize we both want the same thing, and this is what's needed. This is what was needed all this time, because by the time you get to the last 7 days of December, you are going to make such an important decision, and otherwise you wouldn't be able to make this decision. And just making this decision, just starting this decision, you're already like kind of halfway there where you need to get. You will see exactly what I mean. And those of you, my gorgeous Geminini, who are single and ready to, hello my love, you know, those of you who are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Geminini, you know what, I'm not being funny, but there is someone very special about to walk into your life this month. There is someone very special that you are about to meet. This person is going to be different. This person is going to understand you almost immediately. This person is going to make you feel so different about yourself. This person is going to like really make you feel alive again. This person is going to inspire you like to like kind of do silly things but good things, and that in itself is going to make you feel really cheeky. And this little energy and vibration you haven't had around you for a long time, too long. So there is someone very special that is about to come into your life, and you two are gonna like start having such an important conversation that is gonna go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. This is someone who's going to stay in your life for a long time. And this is also someone who is like kind of like very smart, very intelligent, very clever, and somebody who's coming like from a kind of like a very kind of like a powerful family or something like that. There is some kind of a power coming from this person, but also this person that you're going to meet have achieved, you know, there is such a great accomplishment that they've made. And so financially, this is someone very kind of like, ooh, hello my darling, you know, like someone really powerful. So even if you don't meet that person in December, my gorgeous Geminini, it's January, it's still very strongly connected to the December energetically. So please don't cry if you don't meet, I'm not saying you're going to cry, but don't be sad if you don't meet that person in December. It doesn't matter, because January is also like just as similar, especially when it comes to love and emotions. But this is going to be someone really special, and you're gonna like it because there is something very, very specific that this person is gonna understand you. There is something very specific that you're gonna share with this person, and this is when things are gonna become interesting indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Geminini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.